Hey guys, Ron here. It's Sunday evening. Um, Decided to do a quick comparison on two action cameras that I've been using. One is an SJ4000 with a viewfinder, or supposed to be an SJ4000, but you know, these Chinese companies have no names and they all switch around. The other is a Gopro 3 Plus, no viewfinder. Both use SD micros. This camera says it's 4K. I haven't tried it yet in 4K, but it'd be a pain to load. And the GoPro is excellent, as we know. GoPro refurb used, or 189 to 220, new 249. This 4K action camera, $54. Sometimes $49.95, and as high as $69.95. Okay, we're going to compare these two and see what the story is with them. Okay, we'll start with this baby. Power in the front. Viewfinder in the back. Shutter release on top. And menu from the front. Settings. These are your different options. Also, you have side buttons to scroll. Plus, one of those sets up your Wi-Fi. So you got. So you use the shutter release to scroll through, or to select. Use the power button to change the functions, and the side buttons to scroll through. So you got exposure, white balance, Wi-Fi, image, rotation. You can flip her upside down. Driving mode if you want to use this like a dash cam. Language, date, time, format, reset to factory, firmware version. You know, escape, exit. And you've got Wi-Fi and your scrolling buttons to scroll through functions. You've got HDMI, mini HDMI, micro SD card, and a charging USB slot, so you can use this as a device, as a USB remote device, storage device, read it off without having to take out the card and load it, or either way. Okay. Okay, this guy, since there's no viewfinder, we'll use the app in a minute, but you basically do all your settings from the front. That shows motion video 1080/30, and there's been 10 cuts so far. The bottom shows the battery condition and time left. Still photography, photographs, time lapse or sequential, shooting 10 frames, 5 frames, 2 frames. You can set that up. Time delay, time lapse, and tools. What resolution you want. 1080/30. It's a bit of a pain, but it works. 1080/30. 10 megapixel wide. You can go wide, medium. 10 frames per second photography. 0.5 seconds, half a second time lapse. Capture mode. Anyway, it goes on and on. It's wireless settings. Formatting, trash can. Exit to the top. It's a bit of a pain, so it's actually way easier to use the app. Now on this one, to get Wi-Fi, you've got to hold the right button, the blue light to flash. and you go and hit the capture app. And I have to admit, their apps work rather well. It usually you can just it'll find your Wi-Fi and everything else and do it all automatically. Like now it's trying to find the camera. And it already did it. I didn't have to reset Wi-Fi or go find it or set up the Wi-Fi. And from here you can remote start the camera and stop. And you got tools. Here you can set up resolution, frame rate, field of view, medium, wide, narrow, burst rate, time lapse, capture settings, upside down, spot metering, looping video, setup, LED, sounds. You can turn the sound on and off with the LEDs on and off if you don't want them in the photograph or reflection. Default and power up, so automatically when it powers up it'll be in whatever mode that you set. Panel NTSC, time, date, formatting, delete files, Wi-Fi, wireless controls, and it's pretty amazing. It's actually a really good program. It works very well. And so there's your viewfinder. So depending on, get the camera over to the right, so it's seeing the image from the GoPro. So that's pretty good there. It's a lot easier to do it this way than it is to try and do all this with the front screen, the little LCD screen. Okay, the other thing, in order to shut off wireless on this thing, you've got to hold this and the blue light flashes 7 times. And that shuts off wireless, the Wi-Fi. And Wi-Fi drains the battery rather quickly. Alright, so I'm going to shoot some stuff in here on the low light conditions, give you samples of how they look, and we'll go from there. Alright, we'll be right back. So this box is rather colorful, so we'll use this as our sample. First we'll shoot it with the SJ4000 Chinese camera, GoPro copy. It's in the video mode, 30 frame, 1080 30 frame. Okay, now we're going to shoot the same thing with the GoPro. This will be our basic comparison. We'll see how these guys do. Actually, I think they're really decent cameras, but the convenience of them, the size, the portability, and the ability to mount them anywhere. And the fact is, if you take one of the cheaper ones, you mount it under a skateboard or a motorboat and you lose it, but you get the footage, it might be worth it, you know? It's a sacrifice you gotta make sometimes. Okay, this guy takes a 3.5 millimeter cable adapter to use an external microphone. This one I don't know. They both got built-in mics, and we'll check the audio on them as well. Okay, we'll be back. See you in a minute. Hey guys, here we are in New Paltz, New York. in the beautiful rain, waiting for my buddy, one of the old guys. He's a vet. He works on aircraft, and I think that's him calling now, maybe. Alright, I'll be back. Okay guys, there you have it. A fairly comprehensive review and comparison and evaluation of these two cameras. The GoPro, as we know, has always been an excellent camera. The SJ4000 turns out to be pretty good too, especially for the price. But keep watching, subscribe please, and send some comments. Don't forget, send some stories and comments about the giveaways. Plenty of stuff to give away. Alright guys, thanks, take care, see you in the next adventure. Happy flying. See you guys later. Out for now. Happy flying.